Big Will here, about to shoot another video. This one's going to include installation on grip tape on your side frame of your dirt bike. That's if you're down with that grippiness. What you're going to need for this job: some paper towels, some Windex, grip tape of course. Now I get the roll of grip tape. You could get these in sections, but as much as you're going to replace this stuff all the time, you might as well buy a roll. It's just going to be cheaper, and way cheaper than them pre-cut ones. I mean, you'll spend $30 for them pre-cut ones and up. I mean, some of them cost up in the $60 range. So get a roll of this for like 20 bucks, skateboard grip tape, and that'll save you a lot of money if you're doing it yourself. You're going to need a blow dryer. This is a heat gun, but you could use your mama's blow dryer, sister's blow dryer, girl's blow dryer, whatever, as long as it puts out some heat. And I'll show you how that works in a minute. You're going to need some scissors, and I use a flat blade screwdriver, but if I had a file that I wanted to throw away, you know, because grip tape is just like sandpaper, it'll mess your stuff up. So I got a flat blade screwdriver right here that I'm going to use, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. Like I said, I would rather have a flat file, nice big one. And then of course you're going to need some razor blades. Now first off, if your bike's really dirty, like you just got done riding it, I suggest you don't do this until you wash your bike. I mean, it's just common sense. Right now, I've washed my bike. I went in a little dust area, so I'm not too big about it. It's not freshly washed, but hey, as much as I replace this stuff, doesn't matter. So I'll spray some Windex on there and wipe it down. Make sure you get it real dry, real clean, real dry. And it really just matters on this flat surface here. Doesn't matter, you ain't gonna tuck it back here on these edges or anything. You just want that flat surface and the top of those edges nice and clean. Make sure it's dry, like I said. Alright, so that's good enough in my book. I'm going to do a quick and dirty here. Next step, you want to take your grip tape and measure out the piece you want. Make sure you give a little overlap here. So your top point is right underneath this aluminum weld, and my bottom part's probably going to be just above the brake. There's a little edge there. And that's what I'm shooting for, is to try to get that edge. This spot's probably going to be the hardest to look uniform. But like I said, this is quick and dirty. So I'll measure out my piece, just rough estimate. Put my finger there. Get my scissors. Cut a nice piece straight across. Make sure that I cut enough. That looks just about right. Now, I'm wasting a lot of this grip tape. Now, if you want to take your time and try to puzzle it in better, you might be able to get both sides with one piece. I would start with the other side, with the shifter side, just because that one's a little more longer. So I would start with that when you go to measure your length, if you're trying to use, you know, conserve. But me, I buy rolls of this shit. I'm just going to show you how to do it with this piece. So I'll take the back side off, and I'll just lightly set it on there. Get it to my highest point, make sure that it's covering all area, and I'll just set it up there to where it sticks. It's real light. Okay? Just enough to where it's up there. Now you take your mama's blow dryer, get it nice and warm. And what that does, kind of the same concept of guys that use it for graphics, you know, it lets you work with it better. And it actually takes out the majority of the air bubbles. So what I'm going to do now is just go right down the center of it. Now if you don't want to scratch your hands up, or you know, trying to touch some titties at the end of the night, or what, you can use the wax paper that came off the back of that grip tape. And you lay it on there and rub your fingers on top of that. But with me, I like to get that feel of every little detail in it. And like I said, if you're taking your time, you really want, you know, to feel that. You want to feel all them air bubbles working their way out. You peek at it a little. Make sure your edges are you're getting those air bubbles pressed all the way out the edges. Now you can start to feel it. And when you heat this up, you could feel your frame a lot better too. It almost thins it out. I'm going to go all the way down the edge. Just peek at it a little here. And the Kickstarter side is the hardest side. It's got a little more to it because it's got a little more detail and edges that you got to get out. Alright, so I got a majority of it pressed down. Now all I want to do is cut anything I don't really need, but I'll still leave an overlap. So I'm going to cut all that away just so I can peek back there easier. Alright, so now that the axis is the majority of it's cut away, I'm going to repress down, find my edge. Run the edge of that flat surface. Run my hands down it one more time, making sure any air is out of it. So now that you got a good press on it, that's when your throwaway screwdriver or a flat blade, anything like I said, like a file. A file would work perfect. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna run it right on that flat edge to edge. So edge of my tool to the edge of this frame. And you're gonna see me pretty much make the outline of this frame in the grip tape. So now that you got your outline in, give it one more good press. Make sure you don't have any more air bubbles in there. Now that you're pressed in good, you want to take your razor blade, X-Acto knife, whatever you feel comfortable working with. And you want to kind of go through this in one motion. The more stops you make, the worse your edge is going to look when it's cut. Another thing I do, you could only get so much with the razor blade. So if you really want to clean up them edges and get all re-deburred, or I mean as deburred as possible, you take some of the cut off of that grip tape and you run it along the edge. This also helps the grip tape stay on, because you're taking off that edge for it to be possibly pulled off. So there you have it. Quick and dirty how to apply grip tape to your side frame or your dirt bike. That way when you need the speed, you got the grip you need, right? Anyways, that's enough for Big Will. I'm signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good night.